Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today the backdrop is a little bit different because I'm at my parents' house. I'm in between apartments, so it's gonna be a little bit weird. And my TBR video that goes up tomorrow is literally gonna be in my old apartment backdrop. So you just have to bear with me. I'm filming this late. I'm filming this on the 30th and this goes up tomorrow. Also in this video I did want to talk about my reading rush stats. So I read 8 books in total during the reading rush. 2,663 pages, and one of our video challenges was to do 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to tell you which one was the lie in my video and explain them. So if you don't remember, I said I've been to Greece, I've been to Walt Disney World over 20 times, and I read Harry Potter for the first time when I was 15. The lie is I've been to Greece. I've never been to Greece. I do want to go though. I have been to Disney World over 20 times. We go like 2 to 3 times a year. And the Harry Potter one, I tried to read Harry Potter for the first time when I was 15, and my mom told me I wasn't allowed to read it until I was 18, so I had to put it down. But I did read some of it, so it technically counted. I did mess up a little bit when I said that, but there you go, there's the lie. Let's get right into the actual books I read this month. The first book I read in the month of July was A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I continued on with the ACOTAR series. I really enjoyed this. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Would highly recommend. It lived up to the hype that everybody gave it, so really enjoyed. I'm going to make all these descriptions really quick because I have a lot to get to and I have to edit all these, and I don't feel the need to have a long wrap-up video. Next up, I read A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 3rd book in the ACOTAR trilogy series, whatever you shall call it. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Thorns and Roses, so I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, but still really enjoyed it, and it was a good overall read. After that, right before the readathon, I read A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This was good, however this has a lot of like graphic content that I wasn't really expecting. It's very hard hitting. I gave this one I think a 4 star. I did enjoy it, just the like graphic content kind of threw me off a little bit, but it was really good. I really liked it. A 4-star rating is still really excellent for me, so really enjoyed that. Now we're going to get into everything that I read during the reading rush. So the first book I read was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. Overall, the book was just very average for me. I did enjoy it, but I don't know that I'll be continuing on with the series. And if I rated it like a 4 or 5 star, that definitely means I want to continue on. And I just didn't feel that about this one. After that, I read More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This filled the prompt of read an author's debut. I give this 5 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. I thought it was super creative, super hard hitting, and just, I remember hearing something that happens in this book. I listened to it on audiobook, and I literally went, oh my god. Like, I was in my car and I literally said, oh my god. It was really good. I really enjoyed it and would highly recommend it. Following that, I finished all of Adam Silvera's collection, and I finished it with They Both Die at the End. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. This was super hard hitting, super sad, but also a really interesting concept, and it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And my favorite thing about this book was that you not only saw Rufus and Mateo, but you saw the effect that their lives had on other people, and it was just really good. I really enjoyed. Would highly recommend. After that, I think the next read I had, I don't know, the whole week is kind of a blur. I think I read Cinder. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. Thought this was super cool. It is kind of a Cinderella retelling. When I thought of like a fairy tale retelling, I thought of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this one was more closely aligned to Cinderella from my knowledge. A Court of Thorns and Roses is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and though it was a retelling, it was like kind of subtly hinted, like you didn't have to know it was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I don't think you would have known, but this one you definitely can tell. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was super good, and I am continuing on in the series, so that's why I gave it a 4 star. I am continuing on. I've got Scarlet next. I'm reading it next month. You'll see it in my TBR tomorrow. So yeah, I really did enjoy it, and I thought this was super cool, and I really liked the characters in this book. I thought it was really nicely done. So yeah. Then I read The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I've read Becky Albertalli's Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda. I have not read Leah on the Offbeat, and I also read What If It's Us, where she wrote that with Adam Silvera. And I really enjoyed Simon vs. and What If It's Us. This one I did enjoy as well. I give it, I think, a 4 star. I felt like I was in a way kind of seen in this book because I'm 21 years old, never had a boyfriend.
You, are you dumb?
And I haven't had as many crushes as she has. I'm pretty independent, but it was nice to see a curvy, plus size character represented in a book who is falling in love, because when you see typical YA contemporary romances, they're all skinny white girls with perfect boyfriends, they all got blonde hair, blue eyes, and it was nice to see a curvy girl represented, and I don't know, I just really liked it. It was something that kind of stood out, I guess, that made it a 4-star rather than a 3-star. I do read a lot of YA contemporary romances, so something has to be different in order for it to resonate with me, and you'll see that with the next books I'm going to talk about. But that's why I think I gave this one a higher rating, is just because I kind of connected with it on a more personal level. But yeah, I also thought the story was really good, and I did enjoy it. So I think that one was a bit more of a personal rating than some of the other ones, but that's kind of how my rating system works. Like, it's all about my enjoyment and how I feel about the book, and so I know some people may just find that to be a standard YA contemporary, but I did like that. I don't know, I liked having a curvy girl who's never been in love before. I thought it was cute. Next up, I read Love, Life, and the List by Kasie West. I gave this a 4-star. I really enjoyed this. I liked the artistic approach to it. The only thing I was like wishing was that the romance was a little bit more involved throughout the story. The romance is there throughout the whole story, but it doesn't really like click until the end. And so I kind of wanted it more throughout, but it was cute and I enjoyed it. And I like that she has aspirations other than the boy, because a lot of times in YA contemporary romances, you know, it is very, I'm just gonna get the boy and like the whole story is gonna be about the boy. This is her pursuing her career, looking at her future, trying to achieve goals that she has set for herself that she wants to accomplish, not for anybody else, but for herself. And I really did like that. So that is why I gave it that rating. I did enjoy. And I also will be continuing on with more of Kasie West's books. So I'm glad I did read it. And I'm glad this was my first Kasie West, because I am an art major, so I liked that it was centered around art. The last read of Reading Rush was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I gave this a 3-star. I liked it, but it was kind of average for me. I did like the representation. I thought it was good. However, there wasn't anything stellar about it to me. Like I said, I liked the representation, but other than that, nothing really like stood out for me. And maybe somebody who has similar experiences to this character or is a transgender person may see it differently, because they are represented in this book. It was very well done, but it just felt like a kind of average contemporary YA romance with transgender representation. And like I said, I'm all for representation. I enjoy the representation in this book. I just didn't enjoy the story as much as I enjoyed the representation. If the story was a little bit better, I may have like given it another higher rating. It just wasn't it for me, but I would still highly recommend if you want to read about somebody starting kind of a new life as both a transgender person in a new life, and nobody has known them before. So I really enjoyed. I would recommend. The final book I read this month was The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire-Sans. I'm actually lying to you. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm hoping to finish it by the 31st. But if you're seeing it in this video, that means I have finished it. So I'll leave my rating somewhere on the screen and tell you what I thought about it, but I haven't finished it yet. So The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire-Sans. And that is everything I read this month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you read any of these books this month or are curious to see what I thought about them, let me know down in the comments below and I can give you a more detailed opinion. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Happy reading!